in my little corner of the internet. I'm Jess, and here we read all kinds of stories. Some are true stories, some fiction, and some true stories that we sometimes wish were fiction. We do them all. So if you're into intriguing, dark, and scary tales, it's time to kick back, chill, and relax. If you're new here, welcome. Stay a bit, see if you like it. We'd love to have you. Tonight's story is sent to us by Robert Chen and read by Noah Williams. It's a little different than the usual. It's part of our new Bikers Tales playlist, and basically, the playlist serves as inspiration to be the better version of ourselves in our daily lives. So if you feel like this might be just what you need, or you're in the mood for some feel-good stories instead of a dark one, stay tuned. This is only our first one. Give it a go, and afterwards, let me know what you think. With no further ado, let's get into it.
47 bikers kidnapped 22 foster kids from their group home and drove them across state lines before the authorities could stop them. That's what the news reported. That's what the police dispatcher said when she sent 6 squad cars after us. That's what the group home director screamed into the phone when she realized the children were gone. But that's not what actually happened. My name is Robert Chen. I'm a social worker in Nevada. I've spent 19 years in the foster care system. I've seen every kind of heartbreak you can imagine. But nothing prepared me for what I found at Bright Futures Group Home that October. 22 kids, ages 6 to 17, all forgotten, all about to spend another Christmas in a facility with rats in the kitchen and mold on the walls. The state had been about to shut it down for 3 years. I'd spent 8 months trying to get those kids placed somewhere better. Nobody would take them, too many behavioral issues, too many medical needs, too expensive. The system had given up on them. So when my riding buddy Marcus called me one Thursday night in November, I was desperate enough to listen. Marcus rode with the Desert Storm Veterans MC, 50 guys, all military, all decorated, all looking for purpose after coming home. Brother, the club wants to help. How would your kids like a week at the Grand Canyon? I laughed. Marcus, these kids can't get permission to go to the movies. So we don't ask permission, we ask forgiveness. That's how it started. The most beautiful, illegal, insane thing I've ever been part of. The club planned everything, rented a winter empty camp facility in Arizona, found doctors, therapists, and trauma counselors who volunteered their time, gathered donations, toys, clothes, food. Then they came to get the kids. November 18th, Saturday morning, 6 a.m., 47 motorcycles rolled up to Bright Futures like thunder. The kids woke up and ran to the windows. Some screamed, some cried. They'd never seen anything like it. The club president, Jackson, met me at the door, 70 years old, white beard, chest full of medals. He handed me a folder of liability waivers, medical consent forms, and emergency contacts. The group home director, Patricia, came running downstairs in her bathrobe. Who are these people? What is happening? These gentlemen are taking the children camping, I said. 1 week, all expenses paid. Her face went purple. You can't take state wards across state lines. I'm calling the police. But while you're doing that, we're going to ask these kids if they want to see the Grand Canyon. We gathered the 22 kids in the common room. 6-year-old Emma clutching her stuffed rabbit, 17-year-old Deshawn, who'd survived 14 placements, everyone in between. Marcus stepped forward. My name is Marcus. These are my brothers. We are veterans. We'd like to take you on an adventure. Little Emma raised her hand. Are you gonna hurt us? My heart broke. That's what these kids had learned. Strange adults mean danger. Jackson knelt down. No, sweetheart, we're going to protect you, show you the Grand Canyon, let you ride horses, but only if you want to go. What if we say no? Deshawn asked. Then we leave and you never see us again. This is your choice. 12-year-old Maya stood first. I want to go, I've never been anywhere. One by one, the others agreed, all 22, even Deshawn. Patricia was screaming into the phone, but we were already moving. Each biker assigned to a kid, trucks and vans for the younger ones, special seats, helmets, protective gear. Within 20 minutes we were rolling out. The police caught us 15 miles outside town. 6 squad cars, lights flashing. Jackson handed the lead officer the folder. These are consent forms signed by their legal guardian. He pointed at me. Mr. Chen is a licensed social worker with custodial authority, full medical information, full itinerary. This is a supervised field trip. While the officer reviewed everything, 10-year-old Carlos walked up to him. Please don't make us go back. That place is bad. The food has bugs. The showers don't work. He started crying. Please, we just want one good week. The officer looked at Carlos, looked at the bikers, looked at the kids smiling in the trucks. How long? He asked Jackson. 1 week. They'll be back safe, happy and fed. The officer closed his folder. I never saw you, but if anything happens to these kids, I will personally hunt you down. Jackson saluted. You have my word as a Marine. The next 7 days were magic. The camp was decorated with Christmas lights and welcome signs. Each kid got their own cabin with clean sheets. The dining hall had a feast waiting. That first night, Emma crawled into Jackson's lap. Is this heaven? She whispered. His eyes got wet. No, baby girl, but it's close. Horseback riding, fishing, hiking to the Grand Canyon rim, campfires, dirt bike lessons, but more than activities, the bikers gave them something no program ever had. Each biker spent hours one-on-one with their kid. Deshawn told Marcus about his mother's overdose. Maya told Jackson about the uncle who hurt her. Carlos drew pictures of his dead father, while a biker named Tom just sat and let him talk. The doctors did checkups. Every kid needed dental work. 12 needed glasses. 3 needed medications they hadn't been getting. The club covered everything. On day 5, the media found us. Helicopter, reporters at the gate. Bikers kidnap foster kids blazed across every screen. Jackson called a press conference, brought out all 22 kids, healthy, happy, smiling. You want a story? Here's your story. These children have been neglected by a system that's supposed to protect them. We gave them 1 week of love. You tell me who the criminals are. The kids spoke for themselves. Emma held up her new glasses. Nobody else got me glasses. Deshawn showed his dental receipt. 6 cavities, been in pain for a year. They got me to a dentist in 2 days. The narrative flipped overnight. Donations poured in. The governor got involved. Bright Futures was shut down within a week. Patricia was fired. But the best part came after. Families started calling. Families who saw the story and wanted to adopt. Within 3 months, 18 of those 22 kids were placed in loving homes. Deshawn was adopted by Marcus and his wife. They'd lost their son in Afghanistan. Deshawn needed a father. It was perfect. Emma went to Jackson and his wife. A 70-year-old Marine and his bride adopted a 6-year-old girl because they couldn't bear to let her go. The 4 oldest kids aged out before placements were found, but the club didn't abandon them. Scholarship funds, apartments, jobs. They still ride with the club on weekends. I lost my job with the state, violated protocol, endangered children, acted without authority. I don't care, I'd do it again tomorrow. Jackson died last year. At his funeral, all 22 kids showed up. Some were adults now, all wore patches that said honorary member, all called him Dad. Deshawn gave the eulogy. Jackson and his brothers taught me that family isn't blood, it's who shows up, who fights for you, who loves you when nobody else will. He held up his vest. I'm a biker now, not because I ride a motorcycle, because I learned what brotherhood means. Emma, now 10, sang Amazing Grace. Jackson's wife had put her in music lessons. Turns out she was gifted. She's applying to performing arts schools now. People ask if we regret the kidnapping, if we'd do it differently. I'd do it again. Those kids needed heroes. They got 47 of them. Bearded, tattooed, leather-wearing heroes who broke rules to save lives.